When you discuss matter, you also need to discuss energy. Energy is the ability to do work. Work is moving an object over a distance. We divide energy into two main types. For each of those types, there are several kinds of energy. The two main types of energy are kinetic and potential. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Potential energy is the energy matter has because of its position. Many people also think of potential energy as stored energy. This is a picture of Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam sits on the Colorado River, dividing Nevada and Arizona. The Hoover Dam creates Lake Mead, which is the largest man-made water reservoir in the United States. Lake Mead has a huge amount of potential energy. Water that is released through the Hoover Dam generates around 4 billion kilowatt hours of electricity. This electricity is distributed to Arizona, Nevada, and Southern California. This is a picture of water moving through a dam in Montana. This water has kinetic energy. It is the kinetic energy of the water moving through the dam and turning the turbines that generates electricity at the Hoover Dam. Both kinetic and potential energy have several forms. Potential energy can be chemical, like energy stored in molecules of food, elastic, like the energy found in a stretched out rubber band, nuclear, like the energy found in atoms, and gravitational, like a rock sitting on top of a hill. The water in Lake Mead has gravitational energy. The water is at a higher elevation in the lake than the river is on the other side of the dam. Kinetic energy can be thermal, like the sun or a heater, mechanical, like a spinning wheel, wind, which is moving air currents, and magnetic. The amount of energy in atoms and molecules determines the state of matter. 3 common states of matter occur: solid, liquid, and gas. The state of matter changes based on how much kinetic energy is present. Solids have a low kinetic energy. The molecules are moving very slowly and very little. They are vibrating very closely to each other. Liquids have moderate kinetic energy. The molecules are moving significantly and gliding past each other. Gases have a high kinetic energy. Molecules are moving rapidly and are spread out. Energy will move between substances. Heat moves from an item with a high temperature to an item with a lower temperature. This is called sensible heat. An example of sensible heat is a saucepan heating up when it comes into contact with the hot plate on the stove. Energy and heat can also be used to change the state of matter, even though the temperature does not change. This is called latent heat. The temperature of a glass of ice water will stay the same until the ice is completely melted or the water is completely frozen. Energy is used to change the state of matter from a solid to a liquid or from a liquid to a solid. This leads us to thermodynamics. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy can neither be created or destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. The amount of energy in a closed system is constant. The second law of thermodynamics states that whenever energy is converted from one form to another, some useful energy is lost as heat. Energy that cannot be used for work is called entropy. This means, according to the second law of thermodynamics, the entropy of a system increases when energy is converted from one form to another. In a closed system, and we think of the universe as a closed system, there is no loss of total energy. There is only a loss of useful energy.